Blog Talk Radio.
There's black and there's brown. There's black and there's brown. I'll say it one more time because I like to do things on the three. There's black and there's brown. Two different colors. All right? The majority of our people here in the society are brown. Okay? We range in shades of beige, light beige, all the way up to dark, deep, rich brown. Nobody's black. There's no such thing as a black man. When you see the Africans over there who are jet black and what appears to be jet black, that's actually a very, very dark brown. That is actually sunburn on your Africans who look like that. Just as the white man burns red when exposed to too much sunlight, the Africans burn black. Yeah? Look at them real good. That's sunburn. That's sun damage. That's skin damage. Brown is the natural complexion. And in that brown is red, right? And you have your white people, your so-called Caucasians, who are the end of that brown shade or complexion to where it's pale and you see the red there, right? Red. Red is that primary color, that primary complexion. It's an illusion that there is a black and white race. These are two states, right? In the dictionary, if any of you remember the Malcolm X movie, where he read the definition of white, you know, pure, clean, all of this other stuff, all the good things it said about white. Then they said black was foul, sullen, absent of light, right? Then they call us black people, right? This is something we never called ourselves in the past. People go into the whole Kemet thing and, you know, when we was calling ourselves black, but that's not really what we were calling ourselves. That was more or less a description of the land. But we're going to get into that all tonight. I am the intellectual Nuben Menkares, and this is State of Mentel Radio, and tonight we're talking about leaving the black race behind for a bright future. Now, I know that sounds crazy to a lot of pro-black people out there, you know, the Panthers, all these people out here pro-black and Pan-Africa, and, you know, brother, how you going to say that? You know, you coming from some talented 10 mentality, and, you know, brother, you know, you don't want to be black, or you an agent, you know, what's this, brother, you know, what kind of junk you trying to get? We black people, we black, whatever. I'm going to give you the reality of all of this. As long as we, I don't lump myself in because I'm not black, all right? As long as we keep allowing ourselves to be identified by black, we will always exist as the opposite end of white. They told us that black was opposite or absent of light. Black is absent of light, that which is absent of light. Now, we acknowledge that we are the only people on the planet who have souls. The white man tells us all the time, you people got soul. Meaning people really that have a solar plex, a central sun. So we are people of light. So how could we be black people if black means absence of light when we are people of light? We are people of high frequency light. We are brown people with light shining through us. Soul. It gives us our different movement, our different vibration on the planet from everybody else. It distinguishes us. Right? We are bright people, not black people. We carry a sheen, a texture, a certain light to our skin. Now, if you look at the word black, who was the first ones to call us black? As an opposite end of white. The white man. You look at all these old descriptions he gave of black Africa and black this and black that. And he gave all these negative connotations, then called us black people as an opposite end to make himself look better. See, the only way you are able to make yourself look good or look like you are better or look like you're a hierarchy in society is by placing another group of people on the bottom to make them look like the bad or opposite end of you. And that's what they did in the society to our people. All our identities here, African, nigger, Negro, whatever you call, came from white people. All these connotations to being black people when we're obviously not black. If I hold my hand up to a damn black, jet black thing, it's not the same complexion. Now, why would I refer to myself as black if I'm not black? Now, like I said, a lot of the people who are that pro-black, oh, brother, you hate yourself. Or, no, brother, I realize the game. You don't. Sister, I realize the game. You don't. It's the same way they tried to get us to swallow pork, to swallow all kinds of filth and food that was garbage to us, and we take it like we always do, and we try to make the funkiness good. We tried to breathe life into the blackness. We tried to make that something good. Black power, black pride, black this, black that. But the truth of the matter is that you or we have been existing as nothing but shade for the white people. We have been existing as carbon copies of white people. That's another reason why they call us black people. If you look back in those old movies, one of the biggest insults they used to call us, one of the names they don't really call us is Shadow. They go, hey, what's up, Shadow? You understand? That was what one of the negative names they gave black people. White people call it Shadow. Why did they call us Shadow? To go along with that black title, to basically say that we were their shadows, that we are the carbon copy of them. We exist in their whiteness as black, the opposite end, the spook. You understand? And we eat that up. We got that nonsense in the 60s with the whole black power, black pride thing. And I understand people were trying to find pride in that. I don't fault them for that. But we have to really understand as we are evolving into a newer people, into an advanced people, what these terminologies are and what they were really meant to do in defining us. And then we must cast them off as we're moving into the future. Every race of people can identify themselves, the Italians, the Irish, all these people identify themselves when they get to us, the blacks. What the hell does that mean? The Irish, the Italians, the English, the blacks. That was done purposely. No identity. The Africans. A blanketed identity for people, you understand, that are not even that. A terminology of African, which we got from the white man as well. I got into this argument on Facebook with this brother. It wasn't even really an argument because, like I said, I don't really debate too much anymore because people, I find, make up their mind already. When they so set on something, they make up their mind. No matter how much logic you apply to something, people are going to make up their mind. They're going to go with what they want to go with. But anyway, I got into this thing with this brother online. He was talking about, oh, brother, what he said? Africa, because he's one of these Negroes that spell it with a K to hide, as if that's going to make a difference from the fact that it came from the white man. He's going into, oh yeah, well brother, it didn't come from the white man. It was our free people and tribe and in that region. That's what it was named after and whatnot. And yeah. You got a lot of theories on where the word Africa came from. They say the word Africa is a Greek word from the Aprik. Right? My argument was that black people in that region of the west of Africa, whatever you call in that area, did not think in terms of continents. The white man was the first to refer to that landmass as Africa. He was the first one to think in terms of continents. The so-called Africans or black people, whatever you want to call them, they didn't think in those terms. They were separated into different tribes and groups. So the first person to call us African or black, you understand, was the white man. And the Negro that was arguing with me about it, he's sitting up here arguing about Africa and pro-blackism and all this stuff. He got a white name, Charles something. I'm going to blow you up, but you got a white man's name. How funny is that? Why don't you have one of those pro-black African names? You understand that? You standing up and defending a title that came from the white man. Just like you all stand up and defend this black thing, this black power, black pride. But like I said, you only do that because it's a reactionary thing. That whole black pride, black power thing came out of a reaction to being angry with the white man. You understand? It didn't come out of a true identity, a real identity, a serious identity that had nothing to do or that was not entangled with their identity. Everything they fed you, everything they told you about you is what y'all living out. Black revolution, which is nothing but the black hair inside white revolution. You understand that? All your terminologies that you're trying to be proud of, that you find in pride in, came from the white man. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. I know a lot of people got a problem with that. I know a lot of people pissed off when you get on the black thing. But that terminology has done nothing but cause a bunch of goddamn confusion amongst our people. That terminology, black. Who's black enough? Who's dark enough? Oh, you ain't really black. Nigga, what the hell you talking about? Nobody's black. You got these dark-skinned niggas who sit up here and tell a light-skinned person who might be more pro what we about. I'm not even saying black, pro-Nubian. Because I told a lot of people to use the terminology Nubian. You better off using that. At least that came through us. You know what I'm saying? From the Anu people all the way up into the Nubian people, whether the Arabs was calling it out, at least that's more connected to us than anything else. But anyway, you got these niggas that sit up here and talk about who's the lightest, who's the darkest, who's the purest, who's the... Look, nobody is black. So why don't you cut the crap? A lot of you niggas do that just so you can cause confusion. That's why y'all do that. That's why you do this. Who's black, who's light-skinned, who's dark-skinned, who got more black in them. Nobody's black. I'm going to say it again for you people that just joined the broadcast. If we have to go back to the first grade, because some niggas need to go back to the first grade and understand what the hell color is. You got brown and you got black. You got brown and you got black. We are shades of brown. You understand? From beige to dark brown. Nobody's black. So all this crap about, oh, who's the blackest, who's the darkest, nobody's black. I said, when you look at those Africans over there, you understand, who look blue, black, and dark like that, that's sunburn. That's sun damage. That's the same way the white man burns red, they burn black. That's skin damage. That is not natural. The darkest person you see who you think is dark black, they're actually dark brown. Your hair isn't even black. Your hair is a dark brown. It appears to be black. This guy sit up here with me on this thing from the last broadcast, going into trying to get me to explain to me about, oh, what is black and brown is the same thing, brother. How the hell is black and brown the same thing? You said black and brown. How the hell is black and brown the same thing? You understand that? Black and brown is not the same thing. You could look, you hold up a brown crayon, we got to go to the first grade again. You hold up a brown crayon, you hold up a black crayon. There's a difference. Hello? You're not black. They only did that to keep, like I said, to get us, to get on that, to push them or put an opposite to us, to them, to the white man. We're not opposite the white man because opposite implies equal. And equal implies always that someone has to be on the bottom, because when they take equal, you lay it out parallel. Equal is parallel. But when you're trying to present a hierarchy and a lower position, you stand it up horizontal, right? From top to bottom. Who always ends up on the bottom? The black people. Who ends up on the top? The white people. Why does that happen? Because y'all want to sit up here and y'all want to be black. You want to be part of the so-called black thing when that whole black thing, like I said, white people called us black because they wanted us to be the opposite end of them. They wanted to say, oh, look at those black people. We're white. We're pure. We're special people. Look at those niggas. Look at those black people. And you niggas ate it up. You ate up this black thing. You ate up this African thing. You ate it up. You went for it. Now, look at all the black power that you shouted in the 60s and the 70s. What has it done for our people? Because all that black talk, black revolution, black this, black that, you was existing in the shadows of white people. The only reason you start talking about black power and black revolution is because y'all got that from the Russians and the whites and the white revolutionary movement. Always existing as the colored section, the black section. The black version of the white people. Even when you black men was walking around in the goddamn 20s and the 30s and the 40s with your goddamn hair slicked down, trying to look like a black version of white men. Trying to exist as the opposite end of the damn white man. No identity of your own. You're not supposed to exist as no opposite, no shaded version of the goddamn white man or anybody else. You understand that? But y'all do. You want to exist. Whenever you tell a black person something, they go, but white people do it too. I mean, what's wrong? White people do it. See, there you go. So you judge who you are and your evolution based on them. Because you're a black person. Because you exist as the opposite end of them. And you've been taught to exist as the opposite end, to be their shadow. And like I said, they used to refer to us back in the 20s and the 30s as shadows, as spooks, as their black outline. You understand? As the black version of them. Black Superman, black Thor, black Jesus, black this. You got to be the black version of the damn white man. In other words, he's the real one, you're the black one. Like I said, you have people telling about, we are what else say? You got the Irish, you got the Italians, you got the Spanish, and when it come around us, you got they'll go the black people. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? They go the black people. That's no identity. All these identities we got, more African, all these identities, black. Whatever you got, all these Africans, all these identities came from the white man. And like I said, when I did the African show and I said we are not African, the logical reason why we not African, notice no Pan-African niggas called in here. They didn't call in here debating it. They didn't call in here saying, oh, yeah, brother, that's wrong what you saying. And what they didn't do it. Notice they didn't do it because they know I was telling the truth. The white man supports that black message. He wants you to stay black. He wants you to be proud of being black. See, because as long as you stay black, you have no identity. As long as you stay black, as long as you keep teaching this nonsense about being black, you're going to exist as the opposite end of the white man. I said black, and they put in the dictionary, since for you niggas who love to run to the dictionary, black is the absence of light. Well, how the hell are we going to be the absence of light when we have souls? Black people have souls, or so-called black people have souls. We're the only ones who carry soul. So if we got souls, then that means we're not absent of light, so therefore we can't be black. You understand that? We can't be black. But like I said, a lot of our people, they want to have that. You understand? They want to have that. They want to have that whole black thing. They want to be married to that. Because they still got a lot of that black power nonsense in their head. A lot of that message, it was supported by white people. They always going to need an opposite end. They always going to need somebody opposite of them to keep them standing. If you got a top, of course you need a bottom. The white man's the top. Who's the bottom? The blacks. Now, the simple-minded Negroes out there who into this whole black power thing, they act like, brother, how you going? You must be ashamed of who you are and whatnot. Nigga, I'm telling you, like I said, who we really are is not black people. You understand? That title caused nothing but confusion. It had our light-skinned brothers and sisters walking around here, our beige-skinned, lighter-skinned brown people walking around here, thinking I'm not black enough, or why I wish I was darker, and stuff like that, and all that BS. Because you niggas with this dark skin thing, you got mad because you wasn't light, because you used to be mad for not being light, because the white man manipulated that whole light skin, dark skin thing, so you got mad. So when that whole black thing came around, you used it as a way to torture your light skinned brothers and sisters by telling them, oh, you ain't black, you mixed, you ain't got enough black in you, all that BS. When ain't none of you niggas ain't no goddamn body black. At best, everybody's dark brown. You understand? At best. But like I said, we got to stop this foolishness. We got to stop this stupidity, this madness. Yeah, that's a pure black man. Ain't no such thing as no goddamn pure black man unless you dip them in paint. and then die as damn body black inside. And last time I checked, all them damn Africans over there, them niggas can't. They running to be with white women. A lot of them. They ain't running away to be with you so-called black women. They want the white woman. You black women exist as carbon copies. You black men exist as carbon copies of the white man. And you still eating that garbage. With your black pride, your black revolution, your black garbage. What has it accomplished for our people? What has it accomplished? No identity. I said our people were better off taking the name Nubian. At least that was a place. At least it's linked to us. From the Anu people, we was better off. I offer that title to the 99% of our people. I offer that title Nubian to the 100% of our people. But the 1% will be the Nubian mentalists or the ones who are of the elect. But at least I offer that identity. But, you know, it's not going to go over with a lot of our people because a lot of niggas, they still want to be black. Oh, brother, you know, you trying to hate on the blackness. You goddamn right I'm hating on the blackness. You goddamn right. Because all you niggas did, y'all ain't, all that, for all the black talk you niggas did, y'all still supporting the white man. All your black talk, you niggas still ain't doing nothing. With all that black power talk, you still ain't doing nothing. Everything you doing is you still supporting the white man. You still buying Nike sneakers. You still buying Yankee baseball caps. So I don't want to hear that bull. You understand that? What has your black talk gotten you? Nothing. But at least when I offered the bright solution, I was right on point, on referring to this bright people. Because we are solar beings. That's what I meant. But of course a simple-minded nigga going to talk about, oh brother, bright means white. It do not mean white. Bright means that which is light. If you are light, meaning shining light, not light skin, not bright skin, or whatever, those are not colors. That's light. Pure energy. That's what that is. We are light beings. We are solar beings. We are sun beings. Solar plex beings. When I said bright, that's what I was referring to. Not no color or no skin color. But like I said, a lot of you niggas caught up on that because you inherited that disease from the white man. You got niggas actually walking around thinking they black. You understand that? These are people that failed their colors in kindergarten. I can't believe we still got to have this conversation. You understand? I said that our people are linked to the word new because the new represented the primordial abyss or the darkness of the waters, the primordial abyss. That word new, the Greeks took it in and made it their 13th alphabet. You understand? Made it their 13th letter, their 13th alphabet. Because the number 13 represents the new beginning of something, a new beginning. I said that we translate as those new people, meaning those people that are constantly moving into the future. That's what we're supposed to resonate as on this realm, as future people. But you niggas want to stay caught in the present, and you want to stay caught in the past. You still want to bring that garbage from the past into the present and try to continue it into the future. But here's where the line is drawn. See, because there is no future for the black race. See, because with all you niggas belly aching and all that, you mad at the white man because, like I said, you only exist to be reactionary. Because that whole black thing and that whole black pride, that whole black revolution came out of a reactionary response to the white man because you was mad at the oppression you was going through under him. That's why y'all got proud to be black, because you was mad at the white man and you took all of his philosophies and ideologies and painted them and put them in blackface, so that you could feel better about yourself when all you was doing was being a shadow and a copycat of him and his revolutionary bullcrap, when you should have been blazing your own trail into the future. As bright people, as Nubian people, as people with a real identity, future people. That's what I offered to my people in the state of Mentel. Gave you your real identity forward, not back. Forward to no return. We're not trying to repeat the circle. When I refer to my people as bright people, I say you are soul people. You are, the essence of you is light. You worrying about some goddamn skin coloring or some complexion, which is a carbon coating on your skin. And you got that wrong. The essence of you is as solar beings, light beings, receivers. That's when I refer to our people as bright race people. not no goddamn black race. Because when they calling you black, that's really them just saying that you in darkness, that you ignorant. That's really what they're saying when they call you black. That's what they mean. Joke's on you, black man, black woman. You understand that? Joke's on you, those people who are in darkness, ignorance, black Africa. You know, that's what he meant when he used to do those Tarzan films. We're going to journey to black Africa. They used to say that. Go back and look at those films. The black Africa, the black continent. They would say things like that. That was their way of basically saying that you are a bunch of black savages, a bunch of ignorant savages in the darkness. They refer to you as that. But you want to try to find pride in that. You want to try to be, because you want to be up against, you want to go against the white man. You want to, us versus him. Us versus the white man. Hell no, we black. We going to go against the damn white man. And while y'all going through that circular junk, there's people that are manipulating the strings further up beyond the black and the white, who don't even consider themselves white people. They just use that white cloak. And I'm speaking about your Illuminati. Your light, your ones who are taking that title of light beings on this realm. They don't consider themselves white men. They consider themselves illuminated men. You understand that? They manipulate this whole race thing that you fall for. They laugh at you. You understand? The white version, the black version. But you can't get that. You niggas can't get that through your head. You hard-headed black revolutionary niggas. Y'all still going to go for that. That they're manipulating that. You got that right from, like I said, the Russian Revolution. Even that so-called fake-ass black power fish you niggas was doing in the 60s, that came from the Russians. And that came from that whole Russian Revolution movement and of the 50s and that socialist movement. They did that. So why don't y'all cut the crap with this black junk? That's the problem. You got young black men coming up here arguing with me about blackness in Africa and whatnot, and you don't even know what the hell you talking about. When are you so-called young Nubians going to develop your own identity? When are you going to stop trying to stand up for things you don't even really know what you're talking about? You understand? I'm giving us the essence of who we truly are as receivers, as light beings, solar beings, bright beings. There's no coincidence that the white man refers to bright people as intelligent people, people who can receive light. That's what the state of mental is. We building light receivers. You understand? Bright people. Sure, he wants you to be black, so you can keep on existing as the opposite end of him, to keep this racial thing going, keep the struggle going. See, because you represent the foundation. Everybody in this society doesn't like you. Nobody likes the blacks. The blacks. The Indians, they got their own identity. The Irish, the Italians, they all, even cut up in the so-called white race, they all got their own identity. But no one, the Asians, the Chinese, the Japanese, but no one likes the black people. Ooh, the black people. That's done purposely, and y'all fall for it all the time. You fall for it. Nobody likes the black people. Who are the black people? Those are the ignorant people. Those are the ignorant savages. That's why they call you black. People who are ignorant in darkness, they are absent of light. And that's false. Of course you're not absent of light. You understand? Of course you're not absent of light. But if you remember that movie, The Godfather, remember when they were sitting, that's a famous scene. Peep that scene where all the Godfathers were sitting down and they was talking about how they was going to distribute the drugs. They said, oh, keep it in the dark people, the coloreds. They're animals anyway. Let them lose their souls. That's what they said. Notice they focused on soul back then. They knew we were soul people. They knew that we moved on a different frequency, on a different light frequency, and they've been trying to kill that in us since they brought us here, since we were actually in here amongst these people. They've been trying to kill that. They've been wanting your place. They wanted your place as light beings. You understand? And you gave it to them as soon as you called yourself black people. You were better off referring to yourself as Nubian people, bright people. You understand? The hell with it, whether the white man like it or not, because a lot of y'all be like, oh, well, that don't sound right. According to who? According to who? To the white man? Because you niggas don't think for yourself. The only reason y'all have a problem with because y'all probably like, I don't know how that sounds. The white man probably won't like it if we call ourselves Nubian. We should just stay African American because, they accepted us as African American. You niggas still trying to be accepted. Newsflash, did you get the memo? You niggas ain't going to never be accepted here. You're always going to be the black people. You understand? You're always going to be lumped in as reactionaries against the white man. This pull in between this whole racial thing. You will never develop your own identity. You understand that? You won't. You got some of our people that go by this whole Asiatic thing. Asiatic. The word Asia is a Greek word. You understand? How the hell are we Asiatics? See, all that stuff come from the white man. We try. It's no different than when he used to give us, like I said, ham hocks and black eyed peas, and then we tried to make it into something good. Same way he gave us the title black, and he was trying to diss us, and we tried to make it something good. There's no future in the black race. You understand? There's no future in that. Look at the black race. Look at your black race. Your black race now is Lil Wayne. Nicki Minaj, that's your black race. So if there are any bright people and the intelligent people, we want to get the hell off the ship because the so-called black race is like the goddamn Titanic. It's going down. And the intelligent, the bright people, they won't get the hell off the ship if they smart. We'll be right back. From the time we come into existence on this planet, when we're born, we are manifested. Our conception is as light beings, as bright beings. When the semen travels up the spinal column to the medulla oblongata, receiving the light, the spark, and travels right back down the spinal column out through the testicles and into it receives that charge of intelligence, that charge of light. That soul is received on that semen to go into those eggs. That's where you get your soul at. That's where you get your soul, your light, your intelligence, which is supposed to serve as a receiver. When your children come out up to the age of 4, they're bright children. You understand? Intelligent. Hell, the white man did a statistic on what children are the most intelligent and bright children amongst all the populace, the Asian, the white, all of them, and they came out and they said it was the black children. A long time ago. They said, but something happens between the time they get about 5, 6 years old. You know what that is? School. Their schools. And your bad influences because you start telling them they're black. You start telling them all the so-called harsh realities of being a young black man in society. So now you start limiting them. You start treating them like lesser beings. You start putting limitations on them, telling them this is what it is when you black here. This is what it is. And this is what they telling you. They're feeding your children gradually. This crap that they feeding them as black people. The opposite end, they actually training them to get in their goddamn place. And you parents, you helped them along with this black crap. You helped them along. We are born bright beings. We are born the bright race, receivers, soul people. That's what I mean when I say bright people. People who have light. You cannot be black because they say the word that black is absent of light. So how can we be black if we have souls? We have light. We are light beings. You see it in our face. Our skin shines until you niggas start doing, a lot of you niggas start smoking weed and you start dropping onto that low mental state. Then you niggas become real dark. The sheen goes off. The light goes out of your face because you drop to a low mental frequency. You see it all over y'all. The light goes away from you. What are the colors that they gave us in this whole Pan-African black thing? Red, black, and green. What does that really mean? Green represents land. Red represents blood. Black represents darkness. Let's break that down. Darkness represents ignorance. Green represents land that they told you came from as human beings or earthbound beings. And red represents the blood that you're going to spill here, that your blood is connected to this planet. They try to tell you that you're connected to this planet. And we teach in the state of Mental that we are not of this planet. We are not of the human race. We are of the Amun race, the God race. Our colors is red, blue, and gold, or yellow. The same colors the white man took in his American flag. The blue represents light. The red represents light. The yellow represents light. If you notice in the Superman story, what color were the three suns that they talked about Superman drew his power from? The red sun, the blue sun, and the yellow sun. Where did that come from? Ancient Egypt. Utu, Apsu, and Shamash, the three sons or the three priests of Amun, right, wore red, yellow, and blue, representing the three lights, three frequencies, the three suns. Right? Notice how they got that off of us, and the white man took it and put it in the American flag, and then gave you red, black, and green. He pushed that whole red, black, and green thing. He took our royal colors of blue, red, and yellow, and then he attached white to it. You notice he has the gold or the yellow trimming in the flag. That's our colors. And he gave you niggas red, black, and green, things that linked you to the land. When you're not supposed to be of the land, you are above the land. You are the light in the frequency. But a lot of our people don't want to hear that because you want to be black. You want to be part of this Pan-African bull. You understand? That came from the white man. He's the first one that called you African. But y'all don't want to hear that. Oh, brother, what you doing? You know, even this Moorish crap. You know, still based in black. You understand that? Still based in time frames and periods. When I said y'all better off calling yourself Nubian or new people and whatnot, that's not based in a time. Because that name was linked to the Anu people. And who was Anu? The Anunnaki or the Anunnaki, the ones who came from the space, from that outer world. Because I said black people are not part of the human race. But that's too much for black people. They don't want to acknowledge that. But look at you. Notice you don't look like nobody here. You look like no one here, but you don't want to accept that you are not part of the human species, nor that you were created here. You came from light. You came from fire. You came from those three sun states. You didn't come from the water like the humans. The opposite end of the white race is the East Indians. Dr. York was the first one to teach us that. They're the real black race. They're the real black race, the East Indians. They are the opposite spectrum, or the opposite end of the white race. But what we taught in the state of Mentel was that that's all the human race. The East Indians, or your black race, your white race, and your Chinese. That's your humans. They all got the same straight doggy head, all falling down. That's your human race. We are the Amun race. We are a totally different race. We vibrate on a totally different frequency, on a light frequency. The Nubians. It's the same thing. The new people, the noon people, the people who came from the dark space. You understand? The primordial, the constant, which represented space. This represented space in which we traveled in. But like I said, to a lot of people, that's spooky. Why is your hair like this? Why are we on a planet that has a gravitational pull and we got hair growing up in the air and a levitational lift? Why is that? Why does our skin not look like everybody else? Why is our lips? Why are you not shaped like everybody else? You black women with your hips and your behinds. You black men got high muscular upper frames and things like in the way you made. Don't give me that crap about Africa. You're not like everybody. Why do you move different from everybody else? Why do you vibrate different from everybody else? Why does everybody treat you as an outcast? Because you're gods walking amongst men, and you're another frequency, a race of people walking amongst humans. You are not human. And that's the problem with our people. When you start to call yourself black, it's that you're resonating, that you're trying to resonate in with the human race. And you're not part of the human race. You are a totally different species. You are the Amun race. You are the Amun race. They do that purposely. They want you to be black for a reason. They want you to be Moors. They want you to be all these things because they get a kick out of you being the foundation or the bottom of this society. They refer to you as the foundation. What is the foundation? The bottom. The bottom feeders. The things that they build on. Didn't they build this country on your backs? So that means you were the foundation. You are the blacks that they built their society on. And you are the blacks who they will continue to build a society on. They will keep you Moors begging for rights and land and or talking about what you just need. What that resonates to the white man is you niggas begging. That's all that means to him. All these rights and these treaties and whatnot, that resonates as you black niggas begging. That's how he sees it. But y'all keep doing it. You still keep doing the black face. Why you think the white man made fun of you and he put on that extra black face and whatnot, and y'all wasn't even that goddamn dark? Put the woolly hair on his head. He was making fun of you because you niggas, like I said, you a bunch of spooks and sambos and coons and people in the darkness. That's a bunch of dumb, ignorant savages. That's what he was referring to you as when he called you black. That's what he meant. You know, and you black men back in the 30s and the 40s, you made a bunch of goddamn clowns out of yourself, slicking your hair down, trying to look like the white man. You got certain people going around teaching that our hair was originally straight like the damn white man and the rest of the humans. This natural woolly hair that's growing up in the air, you understand, on a levitational lift, not on a gravitational pull. This levitational lift that this hair is growing up on, some idiots going around teaching that our hair was originally straight. When the white man will tell you that this type of hair is dominant hair. You cannot make dominant hair. You cannot make recessive hair into dominant hair. You can take dominant hair and try to make it into recessive hair, but even when you perm your hair, it still don't look the same as everybody else's. It looks artificial. It don't look like the white man and all of them. You can tell you niggas put chemicals in your hair because you are copycats. They were calling you the black version of them. That's why they called you black. You're their shadow. Spooks. You have not developed your own identity in this society. It wasn't meant for you to. They wanted you to be black people here so that you can constantly be the foundation on which they build, so that you can constantly be the ones that everybody mistrusts, the ones that everybody hates, so they can point to you and say, oh, look at them black people. And don't they do it? Why do you think they didn't let, when Marcus Garvey and them wanted to leave this country, he talked about taking blacks out of this country, they stopped them. Now think about this for a minute. I want you to really think about it because this is a thinker show. This ain't for a bunch of emotional niggas that want to sit here, oh, brother, why you hating on the blackness, brother? You ignorant and you an agent and all that. None of that stupid nigga talk. We're going to think for a minute. Why do you think they didn't want Marcus Garvey to leave this country with black people? Because if Marcus Garvey pulled out of here and all these black people went with him and tried to go someplace else, that means that they no longer have a scapegoat. You are the hinge pin that keeps this society partly in check. Because if you take black people out of here, you pull the foundation up from under the house, what happens? The house falls in. If you got black people here, you always got somebody to hate on and blame, and that unites everybody. That unites everybody in the society because nobody trusts the blacks. Nobody likes the blacks. So that unites everybody. If you notice, everybody comes here in this society. You be a Chinese slant-eyed Chinaman. You be a damn Arab sand nigga. You could be all these people that they say. But notice they get here and they get business. You could be an East Indian. They get here, they get franchise businesses, 7-Elevens, and all this stuff. They get living. Why you been here 400 years and you can't get a loan for a damn house? The hell with a franchise. You got to be a lucky nigga to get that. Why? Because nobody likes you. You're the black people. You understand that? You're the black people. You don't have no identity, except for the identity they gave you. What do they tell you African history is when they teach you African history 101? That you niggas were slaves here, and that's it. You came over on slave ships, and that's it. That's African history. No Olmecs, no Egyptians, no Nubians. They'll tell you those people are white. You understand? They start off with you niggas coming on slave ships that you was beating on drums, and you was walking around with Africa with your ass out as black people. Ignorant. No Nubians, no building pyramids, no building the first societies here in America, none of that. You understand? But y'all accept that because you want to be black, because you want to be part of the African diaspora. You the white man, everything with y'all is black, white, and that's meant to be like that. Because as long as you exist as the opposite end of these people, as long as you keep on considering that you're the opposite end, you'll never have a real identity. You understand? Everything that you do into the future is based on them. You Moors, you going to sit up here and go to the government and ask them about some land. You really think they're going to give you some land? Like I said, your plans, your future plans always have to do with them. Because you black people. You got you know. You always going to be existent as a part of them. You Israelites. You niggas stand up here, and I see you niggas on YouTube all the time. You stand up here and you cursing the white man out. This is what they came out here and said. They said, we out here, not out here to raise the minds of your people. You here to curse the white man out. Then some of you niggas stand up there hollering at white women. You understand that? Talking about they're going to be our slaves in the kingdom and they're going to be our new concubine. Are you serious? But that's what you really out there for. That madness, because you niggas, y'all black, and you connected to the white, because don't all white things have to have a black opposite? If it's black, you got to be white too, right? It has to be a white. It has to be a white connection to it too, right? There's black, there's white. There's door A, door B. There's a white man, there's a black man following right behind him, like his shadow. Like I say, he called you a spook. He called you a shadow, and that's how you exist to him. That's how you resonate. Whenever they talk about you in this society, the black man, the white man ain't too far behind in the description. Always. But where's the opposite if you refer to yourself as a Nubian? There is no equal. I only gave that as a solution because that word "new" came from us, through us. I offered that to the 99% of our people, even the whole 100%. I said, because that's at least a foundation we can start with, a Nubian. You know what I mean? New people. Because we're familiar with that. That's a start. It's way better than African or Moor or any of that BS. You understand? At least it's something to start with. Because it represents the primordial abyss, the deep space, the primordial waters. Representing deep space, because the space is supposed to be like likened unto the water, and we are the light in the darkness. What does the darkness represent? Space. We are that light in the darkness. What is the light in the darkness? Those solar beings, those solar plex beings, which we are. Do you know how much time we wasted being black people? When we could have been receiving higher intelligence and bringing things onto this planet, when we were receiving as the Anu people, as the Anunnaki, the Nubians, and all that new is connected to us, NU is connected to us. We should have been receiving and bringing these things on as people and it going in our evolution. But that whole black thing slowed us down. You know, that whole black thing slowed us down. Because it tied us in a goddamn knot, and it forever linked us to the white man. That's what it did when we started doing that. It got us fighting amongst each other. Oh, you ain't black enough. You light-skinned. You dark-skinned. And you niggas fell for that. You fed into that. You fed into it. Ain't that part of the Willie Lynch thing? Turn the young against the old, the light against the dark, and all that part of the confusion. That whole black thing ain't did nothing but cause confusion. What happens when you cut the goddamn lights off in the room and fade it to black? Is nobody can see. People reaching around in the darkness. That's likened unto the whole black identity. You got a bunch of people. Why do you think we can't come together? See, because there's too much confusion. When you say black, that could be anything. You got the Israelites, the Moors, you got all these different groups of people, all these different names that came to us at different times, that people told us all these names that we were, but we don't know who we truly are. You got people fishing around in the dark, and you got niggas who want to be leaders and lie and talk about, oh, well, we are Moors, or oh, we Israelites, or oh, we Muslims, or oh, we Christians and whatnot, and you niggas all lying. We ain't none of those things. Those were names that were attributed to us, attached to us, and forced on us. You understand that? What we are, those of us who acknowledge it, is the highest form of light being on this planet. The receptors, the receivers, the Amen beings, the Nubians to the 100%. You understand? We came here as Nubians, or new people, people that resonate into the future. Frequency people, Future, the Nubians. Like I said, some guy stood up here and told me about, oh yeah, well, like Arabs called us Nubians. I said, no, I'm not talking about that. They called us Nubians because they seen that we was attaching the word new to us all the time, all the way back to the Anu people. So-called Egypt goes back over 3,000 years. You know the Nubians they go back even further than that, all the way to the Anu people and the Sumerians, so that we were attached to that name Anu people, even going into Egypt. So it was the same people. That's a history right there. That's something we can move into the future with. As Nubian people. All these little names and things like that. Like I said, Nubian is the oldest. You understand that? And we are constant receivers. We are light beings. We are mentalians. We are mental beings. We exist as light energy. We exist. The essence of us is solar beings. We are mentalians and we are Nubian soul beings. That's what we are. Solar beings. New people. Men people. All of those names, like I'm naming right now, MEN, all those names, new, all that came from us. It didn't come from the white man. African came from the white man. Whether he attributed to some little people, some little group of people, or whether it came from the Greek, he was the first one to call us Africans. We didn't call ourselves Africans as a collective or a group of people. He did that. And like I said, you always got to eat his garbage. You always got to make his garbage taste better. You always got to make his black garbage taste better. Whatever master gave you, and he handed you this black term, y'all took it and run with it. And y'all still running with it into the new millennium. You understand that? But if you look at the word Nubian, you look at it, it sounds futuristic. It sounds futuristic. He don't want you calling yourself Nubians. And in the 90s, when we was trying to do that, Dr. York and them tried to bring that out. And when I said that would be more of a good terminology, I'm not saying, I said that would be a good terminology or a good foundation for our people, but I still push this whole state of mentalians because the mentalians represent that light in the darkness. That is the 1% of the Nubians. But I said at least we could take on that Nubian and dump out that African and that black crap. We need to move on from that. We need to move on from that. You need to stop trying to exist as the black opposite to the damn white man. Because like I said, that's why he gave it to you, to create his black opposite. You understand? How do you create something great? By creating something. How do you create something good? By creating something bad. You have to create a polar opposite. Because without the bad, you wouldn't know what the good was. You black people, like I said, you so-called black people that's trapped in this whole black thing, you still look up to and you still worship the image of the white man. I don't care how much you niggas shout black power and all this other crap, you still worship the image of the white man. Whether it's in his metaphysics, whether it's in his nonsense, you understand? You still look up to the image of the white man. You know how you know that? Because you niggas do each other dirty. But you won't do that to the white man. You run and look to his books when somebody like, when I bring knowledge, and I'm bringing knowledge from the future, I'm bringing the knowledge of future thought and the knowledge of mental. Like, what are these dumb niggas first thing they do? Where's that in the book, brother? I just said it was new knowledge. How the hell you gonna find it in the book? Where's it coming from, brother? I said it's coming from the future, from our children in the future that are laid out as the Mentalian race. Now that sounds crazy. Well, hey, you know what? Just as there's a past, there's our children in the future. And they have realized in the future that they are light beings. And they have started using more of a percentage of their mind to the point where they're using over 100% of their brain power, and they're sending light messages back into this present state. They've moved on from this world. They barely recognize it, but they are our ascendants, and we're supposed to be reaching to them into the future, and we're supposed to be receiving intelligence from them into the future. They're supposed to be resonating on a high frequency to us and be guiding us into the future. We're not supposed to be looking back. We're supposed to be looking forward. You understand? All this ancestral crap. Okay, yeah, we know where the ancestors came from, but it was supposed to be a forward movement, not no looking back. We know we came from here. We went to a lot of different things. We got a lot of different names to get back to who we truly are. Those people who came from beyond the sun. Those almond beings. Those high-frequency solar beings. That's who we are. We're supposed to be laying out a bright future for ourselves, building continuously on this planet, helping to bring this evolution in. But you will never do that as black people. Almond beings. AHMEN. That's how it's pronounced. If people say amen, we say almond beings. There's a reason why the white man said Amen at the end of his prayers. He kept Amen's name in because he knew Amen was the God race. That's really why he did it. He knew it was connected to Egypt, but it didn't come from Egypt. We passed that name through different societies. You understand? Amen is those beings. When you saw those Neteru, what they called them in Egypt, or those Anunnaki, they were truly Amen beings. It's the same people, those future people. Because whenever the God race came here, those God beings came here, those higher beings, those higher intelligent beings, they always resonated on this plane as futuristic beings. They resonated as future beings in a present state or past state, where actually was a present state. They always resonate as future beings, those who are advanced. You understand? The white man, he never saw none of these beings, and what he did was he saw our people, or our beings, those future beings that came here, that came as Nubians, came here, and they copied them and made them into white people. This is where you get your Greek gods from, your Roman gods, and things like that. You understand? We got to cut out all that crap, this whole black thing. People of color. We're not people of color. You understand? We are people of light. They want you to be a person of color because we created the colored people, i.e. your East Indians, your Asians. Your white man is nothing but a mutant of those colored people. He's a mutated form of the human race, but we're not part of the human race. He was the last part of the mutation of the human race, which came out of the animals and our genetic mixing together in order to create a human race as workers here on this planet. That's our how we resonate on this planet. This is how we manifested here. As a pro-manifestation, not a procreation. The procreation was the human race. Produced creation. Then you had the produced manifestation, meaning that we always came by way of sex. And we created a simulated sex act or a simulated procreation act for the humans to follow, to create workers on the planet. Just as we created and we dropped these people in the water because this planet represents like a petri dish as a way to breed life. Because we put water here to breed life, artificial life on this planet. That's what the God race did in creating the humans. Let us make man in our image and after our likeness. Created beings, artificial people. That's not us. That's not us of the created race. We created the human race. And we were cut off from the Amen beings. Now, to a lot of niggas, like I said, oh, this is crazy talk. He trying to say we gods and we connect. Yeah, I know it's crazy to you because, like I said, a lot of you are connected to a white man now. You believe you are human. You believe you like him. Why he don't treat you that way? We all the same under the skin, brother, and that nonsense you niggas teach. Why don't the white man treat you that way? You don't even look. How the hell? Obviously you can't be the same. Obviously you can't be the same under the skin if you don't even look the same. You don't even look the same over your skin. You understand that? You can't be the same under the skin. You don't even look the same over your skin. Your hair don't look like nobody. Your skin don't look like nobody. So if you don't look like nobody on the outside, how the hell you the same on the inside? That don't even make sense. What you are on the outside is dictated by what you are on the inside. I keep telling our people that, but they, like I said, they don't get it because you want to be like the white man. That's why you want to call yourself black because he calls himself white. You niggas are just following the damn white man. You want to be African because he European. You want to be linked to a continent because he linked to a continent. You niggas ain't nothing but a bunch of stepping fetchit niggas with this Pan-African black crap. You guys are, like I said, you guys who still pushing this garbage, y'all still linked to that. You still linked to that. And it's not doing nothing for our people. No buildings being done. We're not moving nowhere. We're not progressing as a people under this black crap. Like I said, your black race is represented by your Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. That's your black race. And Biggie Smalls and Tupac and that madness. You niggas look up to that. You look up to that. You had real gods came here like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Dr. York, all these people that came here, Garvey, all those real people that came here. You understand? Real men that came here that pushed the evolution of our people, but y'all don't put them on your wall. You don't support them. You want to talk about Tupac and Biggie or Malcolm X who sold the hell out. You understand? He sold out. At the end, that's why they made him an icon here. I know that hurt a lot of you niggas who and then this Pan-African black power fist crap, but your black power rant came from the white man. That came from that socialism crap and from the 1950s. Then you niggas came, and a lot of them socialist niggas came into the 60s, and they came in with that whole boule crap, and they set up that whole black power junk. Red, black, and green. You understand that? They took us off the red, blue, and yellow, our light solar colors. You understand? If you look at that, we got more of a connection to the red, the blue, and the yellow than we got to the goddamn red, black, and green. Those some dusty ass colors. Talking about some African Shango bull crap. We're builders. You understand that? They say, oh, we got more in common with the white man here in America. You know why you got more in common with the white man here in America? Because he jacked your goddamn colors. Because he jacked your goddamn identity. You know, and when you come over, and it show you how you know it's the truth, what I'm telling you, because when I brought up the whole thing about this brother named Mustafa Hefni, about the brother who lived, his family was in Egypt. You got blacks who lived in Egypt. They've been there since the pharaohs. They've been living in Egypt. They try to hide them. You understand? No, they red, blue, and yellow. Red, blue, and yellow. You understand? Look at the three suns where they talk about in the Superman colors and whatnot. Those are our symbols. Those are from the priest of Amun. But anyway, as I was saying, that when they were talking about when they had the whole red, black, and green thing, and they brought that whole thing to us, and like I said, that whole thing and that whole African Shango thing, they said we didn't really take to that whole thing. They said, oh, it's because we've been Americanized, and it ain't got nothing to do with being Americanized. We recognize the red, black, and the yellow, or the red, black, because we wore white, and we wore the red, black, and we wore the red, blue, and the yellow. The blue represents space. The green represents land. You understand? They want you to believe that you came from a land. That's how they limit you. And what's the land? Africa. The whole planet belonged to you. They want you to believe that red, black, and green. The green, don't they teach you in the red, black, and green? The green represents the land. The black represents us, and the red represents the blood. No, the black represents ignorance. The green represents a land mass, or a section. You understand? And that red represents the blood of our blood that was spilt on that land. That's what it really represents. The blue represents constant motion. It represents the universe. Doesn't the white man was trying to talk about he's universal? The blue represents universe. The universe is not black, it's blue. You understand that? The white man always noticed the Freemasons, like I said, they connect themselves to the color blue. In ancient Kemet, you see Amun's color was blue. It was a black man painted blue. The white man goes with the blue bloods. He calls himself the blue bloods. The Illuminati calls himself the blue bloods. You're the blue bloods. And what does that mean to be a blue blood? That means you are people who are connected to the universe, to space, as new people. People who are constantly moving in space, which resonates as the future. The light in the darkness. The darkness represents the dark blue. I told a brother that dark has nothing to do with black. You got shades of black. You understand? And you got shades of dark blue. If you look in space, space is blue. Look at our State of Mentel flag. It's a dark blue. Because blue is the fastest moving color in the spectrum. Because it represents the expanding of space by way of light. This is mentellect. This is mentellect. This is knowledge for the mentally elect that we teach in the night. Because this is going to resonate with the bright race, not for the black race. The black people, y'all ain't going to get this. This ain't for you. You niggas are still stuck in the black thing. You want to be the lackey to the white man, or you want to still exist as an ass-kissing coon that you want to still be begging the white man. You still want to connect your identity to him. You want to be black, the black version of him. You understand? You want to be the black Muslims, the black Christians, the black Israelites, the Moors, the damn black metaphysicians. Look, we tired of you niggas. Well, I'm tired of you. But if you keep on doing that, continue. You got a right to go and do your thing. Keep being black. Keep being black. Keep being back. Keep staying back. You're black, stay back. Stay in your place. Because everybody tries to get their own identity. The white man, like I said, he that white thing, that's just something he ain't gloms onto. But like I said, you got the Irish, the Italian, they glom under that stuff. But like I said, y'all just the black people. You're the Africans, whatever the hell that means. You got Africa, you treat Africa like it's a damn country when it's a quote unquote continent with a bunch of different places in it. But y'all want to connect to them things when you really don't connect to them at all. You understand? You don't connect to any of those countries. Just because our people came into those countries don't mean you're from there or from those people in that land. You understand that? I told you there's a reason why they didn't take these so-called Africans that are like Idi Amin. They brought people like that look like Kofi Annan, look like all people that grow our hair up in the air. They brought us over here and they left the Africans there. Certain ones who look a certain way. If you notice, we all look the same. Most of us look the same. Like we could all fit into each other's family here. We all got a common look as Nubian people. You understand? You understand? There's a reason for that. We've been fooled, man. We've been fooled. We've been conned. We're supposed to be building. We're supposed to be educating our babies from grade 1 to 12 so that we can build that bright frequency up in them again as little Nubian children, as little Mentelian children. This is the bright future we're trying to build in the state of Mentel. That's why everybody who likes these broadcasts should be trying to help us bring the Supermen, Superwomen project to your city. You should be supporting that. You should be here learning in class rather than me being. I'm going to always be on the radio teaching because I'm here to teach my people, man. I'm not here to get no pat on the back. I'm not here to make no money off my people. I'm doing this from the heart because this is coming through me. This ain't coming from me. This not my philosophy like you niggas and that black power crap want to come at me and talk that garbage. Oh, brother, you trying to teach. No, nigga, I'm not teaching my own philosophy. You, just because you ate and swallowed a whole bunch of philosophy from the white man, you think everything is a philosophy now. You can't tell when there's knowledge that's coming through somebody versus knowledge that's coming from somebody. See, because knowledge that comes from somebody is knowledge that's always going to be limited. But knowledge that comes through is eternal. It's going to continuously come, just like space. That's universal knowledge, real knowledge, not some lessons and degrees that keep going in circles with niggas saying the same thing over and over again. You understand? That's the knowledge that the information gets you thinking in a formation that keep you moving in a circle instead of moving in a straight line like you're supposed to. But see, us in the state of Mentel, we're going to make that separation. Hard body. We about to make that goddamn separation. We taking the bright race out of the black race. You understand that? We taking the bright race out of the black race. We extracting the bright ones from the black race. Because a lot of you niggas, like I said, you represent death and darkness. You'll watch our whole people go down because you want to still push this black nonsense. You damn right. We standing up and we leading the evolution out of the black race. We leading the evolution. The state of Mentel is leading the evolution out of the black race. We are raising the bright race. Not interested in the black race. This message is not for the black race. The only gift I'm gonna give you people that's stuck in the black race, but you even got to come out of that to get this. I'm giving you that title. Call yourself Nubians. You better off. Now this higher frequency knowledge I'm giving, which is the knowledge of Mentellect, which is future knowledge, bright knowledge, coming from a light solar frequency. Because we are receiving higher intelligence that's streaming through this atmosphere. Now, I know it sounds like BS to some Negroes because, like I said, you can't get it out of a white man's history book, which proves you niggas a bunch of Sambos and slaves because you got to run to the white man who is the author of a book, a.k.a. your authority, and you need his approval to make it sound right. Or you personality-driven Negroes who you love Minister Farrakhan or Dr. York or whatever because it didn't come from them, or your favorite teacher, Dr. Clark, or whatever. It didn't come from them, so, I don't like how it sounds, but because you niggas are personality-driven. Accept higher knowledge for what it is from who it's coming from and who's trying to lead the future. That's what we're interested in the state of Mentel. I love Dr. York. I love the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You understand? Past and present. Our focus in the state of Mentel is on the future. That's it. We're not interested in the past and the present. Not interested in Egypt and Africa and all these things. We're going through an evolution here right now. I'm not interested in Moorish science. I'm not interested in Noble Drew Ali. Those good people, fine. They had their time. They had their place, but we're moving on. The bright race has to rise out of the black race because the black race is represented by ignorance now. It's represented by people like Lil Wayne and Young Jeezy and all these niggas like that. It's represented by a bunch of niggas in the conscious community that's using that whole black thing to rip you niggas off, lie to you, get some ass, you know, and push that black, red, and green BS and some so-called pseudo-metaphysical science from the damn white man. But that's what you black slaves do. You black lackeys do that. You niggas who want to wear that black title, that's what you do. You speak the words like parrots of your former slave masters, a.k.a. your real slave masters today. You niggas who still talking this agent crap. You niggas that still talking this black power crap. That's what you do. Because you serve the white man. You're the niggas that serving the white man. He pays for your messages. He likes it when you push that black crap. You understand? He likes when you buy his black books, you know, that he publishes. Or, you know, you got these black authors. He likes when you the black version of him. Because like I said, that's what it means when he calls you black. You're just a black version of him. Like I said, Black Jesus. Whenever you put up a picture of Jesus and he black, what do you call him? Black Jesus. There's white Jesus. Oh, there's Jesus, and then there's black Jesus. There's Moses, and there's black Moses. So, like I said, you're the carbon copy of the white man. That's why he calls you black. You his little sidekick. Ain't that what he used to always make you in the movies? You black men, his sidekick. You his black companion. You understand? That's how he sees the black race. You're his black companions. You black women are his black bed wenches. That's how he treated you in slavery. You his black hoes. That's how he see you. You're under him. You're lower than him. You're connected to him. That's why you niggas talk this sun cycle, moon cycle stuff and whatnot, because it's our turn on the sun cycle, it's their turn on the moon cycle. Hell, nigga, we ain't supposed to have no turn. We supposed to be moving forward. We ain't supposed to be in no goddamn cycle with the humans. We're not supposed to be on no cycle with them. We're supposed to be moving forward, and they supposed to be rotating in a circle. We're supposed to be receiving future knowledge to move us into the future. But like I said, you Sambo niggas who want to still be mad at the white man and you got a grudge and an axe to grind because you got your black power thing going. You understand? Because you got your black power thing going. That's like I said, your black titles is really based on reactionary things. It's not based on nothing actionary. You mad at the white man, so that's where you came with the black power at. You understand that? You exist as the black version of the white race. You don't have any identity of your own. You have no identity. You have no future plans. You understand that? It's a trick. But like I said, a lot of our people too ignorant to see it. Because whenever somebody like me come on the scene and I'm talking like this, and I'm not talking the black power crap, and we finally done waking the hell up, you always got some niggas that want to put us back to sleep, put us back in blackness and darkness. You still got people that want to do that. You know? I remember Dr. York did something one time where he had the red, black, and green flag. Then he took the black out and put the brown and had brown, red, and green. At least he was trying to get us out the black thing. He was trying. But niggas wanted to go back into the black thing again. So here we go with the third part of this evolution again. Because when I said that Dr. York and all them, they was wearing the sun, the stars, and the crescents and things like that, that represented light. Those things, all the symbols that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad wore, that the Masons wore, that Dr. Yorkin was wearing, that represented light, man. They put light over their head like the Egyptians did when they put suns and light things over their head. That represented bright beings or light beings, receivers. That's what that represented. But like I said, you niggas in that whole black thing, if it ain't come out the white man book, you the black Masons, you the black Muslims, you the black version of him, you looking to follow right behind him. And you're going to fight this knowledge. You're going to fight this bright evolution. You're going to fight. You're not going to like this. You're going to have a problem with this. Oh, what's this bright stuff he teaches? I can't see myself calling myself bright. I'm not bright. Yeah, no, you're right, nigga. You're not bright. You're not bright. I would never call you niggas that fight with the title of bright. No, I would not. You understand? I would not refer to you as bright. See, because it's not dealing with color. because you caught up in the color thing. The white man got you caught up in the color thing. It's dealing with intelligence, because at the end of the day, the essence of us is pure intelligence, pure intellect. That's why my title is the intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz, the intellectual, one who is in tune. It ain't got nothing to do with what the white man's idea of intellect is, because that word didn't even come from him. It came through him. One who is in tune with that light frequency. You understand that? That's what that's dealing with. When you're talking about the black and the light in the darkness, you understand? When you're talking about that, that's light within darkness. You understand that? If people want to find, and I'm talking about in this era, bright does not equal black. I'm not going on what they taught us in this thing. We put black up. If black light exists in darkness, that's fine. There's light and there's darkness. We're separating from the darkness because we're not black people. You niggas got black on the brain. Forget the black thing. You don't understand. If you came in late, you'll understand why I'm saying that. We're not going to exist no more as the opposite end of the damn white man. You niggas can't get that out of your head. Y'all can't get that black BS out of your heads. For you people that want to come in here, whoever I'm referring to, for you people that want to come in here and want to hold on to it, go be black somewhere else. We not black here. There's brown and there's black. We got to go through this color thing again like we children in kindergarten. There's no black person. There's beige to brown. That black thing has done nothing but cause confusion. And you niggas that want to keep causing confusion, go somewhere else and cause confusion. There's beige to brown. The darkest person you think is black is really just dark brown. We're shades of brown. And that's a light within us. You understand that? Fine. The gold then. Gold is bright. Gold is bright. Nubian, gold is bright. But we're not black people. You understand that? We're not going to exist anymore. That's not the evolution we lead in the state of mental. We are the bright race that are coming up out of the black race. We are the people that are coming out of the darkness. You understand? Out of the ignorance. When I refer to the black man, I'm referring to those people who, the black man and black woman, I'm referring to people who are in darkness, who are in a state of ignorance, who don't know who they really are, whose light has went out. That's when I refer to you as black people, you people who are in darkness, you almond beings. You understand? You bright beings who are in darkness. You represent the light in the darkness. That's what I mean when I call you black men and black women. You don't actually see that I'm trying to bring our people forward into the future. You niggas are trying to fight me back on the black thing. Because you still caught up in this whole thing, this emotional bull with the white man, brother, why we can't be black? Nigga, then go be black somewhere else. I'm trying to pull my people out of that garbage. I'm trying to take y'all out of that circle. I'm trying to put you on a straight line, take my people and change their way of thinking to put them on a straight line of evolution. You niggas want to pull people back in the circle with this black crap, with this red, black, and green garbage. You understand that? This Pan-African crap. And like I said, I'm not trying to convince nobody. That's not my job. I'm not trying to convince. I'm not here to teach black people. I'm here to teach bright people who are amongst the black race. See, because if this message is going to resonate to the intelligent ones, the A group, the bright ones who are coming out of the black race, the ones who acknowledge themselves to be receivers of this intelligence, they're going to draw to the state of mental. You people that don't like it, then this is not for you. Don't listen to my broadcast. Go down and dial to Conscious Radio or blackradio.com or wherever you niggas go, and Matrix Radio, whatever you niggas go listen to that. Don't listen to me. This ain't for you. This is for the bright race. I'm here to teach the bright race coming out of the black race, the Mentalians, the Nubian or the Nubian people, the gold ones, the light ones, not light-skinned, dark-skinned, the bright people. That has nothing to do with color because, like I said, simple-minded Negroes, they go based on their own perception. They think I'm talking about light-skin and dark-skin. I'm talking about intelligence. Because at the end of the day, you strip off all this damn skin, there's what resonates there is intelligence. That's the essence of you. That's what I'm talking about. Bright people, solar people, people who are supposed to be operating as receivers. We're supposed to be moving this planet into an evolutionary state right now. into the future. But we got some niggas that want to hold on to that bull crap, this black bull crap. They want to cover you in it like tar. Have you walking around like a bunch of tar babies. You understand that? This ain't got nothing to do with no light skin and dark skin. This puts us on an even playing field as mental receivers, as rays, as receptionaries, not as some new, and this ain't some new thing to give our people just so, this a new hip thing where y'all can call yourself bright people and stuff like that when you still doing things acting like niggas. This ain't the new hip knowledge for you people that ain't trying to be part of this state, trying to be part of this evolutionary state of mental. For you people who not trying to do that, don't take none of these things. It ain't for you. Because the bright race is coming up as a race, as a collective, as a group, not as a bunch of individual niggas who want to still be niggas and be black niggas and don't want to come up as that bright race like we supposed to be. Now, the people that take offense to this, oh well, take offense to it. It's not for you. Go fly your black, red, and green flag somewhere else. We don't want it. We taking back our real colors, which is the blue, the red, and the gold, or the blue, red, and yellow. That's our colors, the real colors. You understand that? That's why we put those Supermen, Superwomen project cards out with the black men, with the blue and the light in the background, the blue, red, and the yellow. Those were our colors. Those represent the Utu, the Apsu, and the Shamash. Those three sons of Amen, the priest of Amen, which is where they got the story of the three wise men from. The priest of Amen. They wore red, yellow, and blue. And in the Superman story, what was the three sons of Krypton? Red, blue, and yellow. What was Superman's colors? Red, blue, and yellow. Superman drew his energy where? From the sun. Who draws the energy from the sun but the Nubians? The Amen beings, the ray people, the receivers, receiving that light intelligence, messages encoded in light. That's what we dealing with, the knowledge of mentellect. That's the knowledge we dealing with. Not no science, the knowledge. Science is an ignorant man's perception that he thinks stays locked in certain things when there's a state of evolution here. Bright race, that's right, sister. Bright race equals Mendelian race. That's what we bringing up. Receivers. Questions and comments. We opening the floor up for questions and comments. But I hate when people get it at the last minute and whatnot. I'm teaching class here and whatnot, but I had to go hard on this. And we're going to be doing a thing very soon when we break down the whole mentellect thing and the Mendelian race and the mentellect, proving that this is new knowledge, proving that this is future knowledge, proving this ain't linked to Dr. York, this ain't linked to the Nation of Islam, ain't linked to none of the old stuff and the things that from the past and the present. This is future knowledge that we doing. We got to draw a line in the goddamn sand, because I'm tired of people sitting up here talking about, oh, well, brother used to follow Dr. York. Yeah, you damn right I was a student of Dr. York's. I said it. You understand? And I was a proud student. I love Dr. York. I recognized that he was a receiver in that present day and time. But then we moving on into the future. He meant for us to move into the future. He was part of the evolution, just as I'm part of the evolution. A new knowledge is coming up. And it ain't Dr. York's knowledge. He came and he did his thing. And he's still a present receiver. But there's future intelligence coming. And I'm bringing that future intelligence in the state of mental. He opened my mind up to receivers. I couldn't receive what I'm receiving right now on a higher level if it wasn't for that man. And men like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who I consider to be my mentors, the men who preceded me. You understand that? But I'm not going to teach. I'm not going to teach what they teach. And in all my broadcasts, I always give credit to those men. Whatever they said first, I'm not sitting up here trying to recopy or reteach what they teach. I'm not trying to remix their knowledge like a lot of simple-minded niggas want to say, because they personality driven. You understand? Because they love these men, so they want to take whatever somebody else bringing and say, oh, he teacher because he used to. Did you know he used to be a student of such and such and such and such? Nigga, I said I was. Now what? Don't hide behind and say, because I was talking to a Nawapi the day on my site and whatnot. He was asking me questions about mental. So obviously I'm not teaching nothing Dr. York taught. Because if I'm teaching what he taught, what the hell is the sense in me teaching? Certain people do take knowledge and they remix it and whatnot and put it in there. And like I told people, don't try to put mentellect in with don't try to put this future knowledge in with your present day knowledge or your past knowledge, because it's not going to resonate. It's not going to mix. You understand? Mentellect by the state of mental is going to be put down hard, and we're going to draw a line. And we're separating ourselves out of the black race. And if you're intelligent and you're smart and you're trying to move into the future, we're going to resonate on that high frequency out of the black race, because at the end of the day, we are solar beings. We are bright people. Questions and comments? I'm on fire tonight. I'm just feeling the whole energy going through me and whatnot. Like I said, this knowledge goes through me. It comes through me. It don't come from me. I'm a receiver. Ain't nothing coming from me. I don't have no opinion on nothing, because I wouldn't last 5 minutes being able to do all these broadcasts, write books, teach the Superman, Superwoman project, bring people in the state of mental if it was all me. I ain't that smart. Trust me. I'm smart enough to know that I don't know nothing. And I make myself blank all the time to be a receiver. I humble out. And those people who are in the state of mental, who are going to become members of the state of mental, who are going to become mentalists, they're going to receive just like I'm receiving. Because it's time to receive that light intelligence, that light or that bright knowledge of mentellect. Receive that light frequency of knowledge, that higher advanced knowledge that's coming through, that's streaming through this atmosphere. The reason why the white man got them satellites up in the air, listen to the word satellite, to pull frequency, to pull light messages out of those frequencies, because they're constantly being streamed through from our world, which is the future state. You understand? This ain't no abstract teaching. This ain't no metaphysics like you niggas want to keep on connecting to the white man and whatnot and his knowledge. Because like I said, you niggas, you metaphysicians, you niggas, you conscious niggas, y'all niggas ain't nothing but the new modern day Uncle Toms, man. You cats ain't nothing but the new modern day Uncle Toms, man, because you still want to connect yourself to the white man. That's what you do when you call yourself black. You're connecting yourself to the white man. You understand that? When you gotta constantly run to him, only thing you should be going to school for is technical knowledge. That's it. You understand? You shouldn't even be wasting your time reading his books, because he ain't going to do nothing but lie to you. He'll sit up here. This is the same man who had somebody, Mustafa Hefner, a black man, a so-called black man. I'm not even going to use that term, but a Nubian. You understand? He has a Nubian, a brother with a fro who was born and bred in Egypt and whatnot. Families from Egypt probably go back further than damn as far as the pharaohs. Here it is, this bright. I'll keep saying black. I got to even edit that out of my speech. Here it is, this Nubian brother. You understand? He wanted to come to America. You know, anybody in that region of Egypt and all those places like that that's so-called quote unquote black, they call them white. They put white on his passport. You know? No, no, sister. I don't still stay in touch. We teaching the knowledge of mentellect. You know, we teaching the knowledge of mentellect. I don't stay in touch with, the Nuwapians and things like that. I got respect for Dr. York and what he taught, but we moved on. It's a new era. This is the people from 1970 on that's continuing. We're in a state of continuation. It's not about nobody. It wasn't about Elijah Muhammad. It wasn't about Dr. It ain't about me. It's about these people who are part of the evolution. I love Dr. York, but we moving on. And I respect his followers and whatnot, but like I said, we teaching the knowledge of mentellect. We moving on. You know, like I said, it's all about the evolution of our people. New people coming up. You know, we can't stay in a state or under certain people for long. Like I said, everybody have their time. You know, now it's a new time. Now it's the state of mental's time. Now it's the mentalians' time. Now it is the bright race coming out of the black race. The true intellectuals, or a.k.a. the mentallectuals. That's what it's about. The mental receivers, the light frequency receivers. The bright race. Not the black race no more. The black race is dead. We came here to be receivers. Dr. York was the first one to put us, or when I say the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, going back, when he said our people are mentally dead. He was the first one to knock on the door. Dr. York was the second one to knock on the door with the Mind book, when he put out all that stuff on the mind, because that was really what was important. All that other stuff, that was just like he said, giving people what they want till they learn to want what he had to give. Now I'm kicking the goddamn door in. And now it's the third time. Now we're receiving light. It's time to start receiving light, and we're receiving it in the state of mental. It's all mental here. Go to the SOM.info. The SOM.info. The state of mental is a society, a movement, an organization, whatever you want to call it. It is a state. It is. We are coming together. I was born in 1970. I am a receiver in this day and time. I'm passing messages from the future into my people or to my people in the state of mental. You understand that? This is the real raising of the 144,000, the elect, the ones who will have Amun's name, the true and living God, Amun, who are the future race. They will have that name registering into their forehead, meaning into their minds. They will receive that higher intelligence to guide them into the future. This is what we're teaching in the state of mental. Like I said, for those people who got a problem with that, he teaching what Dr. York taught. We're not teaching what Dr. York taught. We focused on future knowledge. We're not focused on present knowledge. We're not interested in the Masons and the Moors and Egypt. We're not interested in that. You understand? That's where the divide is happening. We got to do what we got to do. I only mention that because, like I said, people will come up here and they'll say, you sound like you teaching with Dr. I take it as a compliment because I said the man, how he moved and how he, his style of teaching and whatnot, as I watched him teach, some of it I adopted into my persona what I teach. I take that away from him. I take all good things from people, like I said, his persona and his style of teaching, but I'm not copying what he taught. I'm not trying to teach his knowledge. That's his knowledge that came through him. And I'm not saying that it didn't come, it came through him, but he represents that school of knowledge, which is Nuwapu. I represent a new school, which is Mentellect. Just as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad represented that school of Islam that they was teaching. That's why I would never go inside those schools and try to teach what they taught. I'm not going to disrespect those men. So, the new knowledge of Mentellect for the mentally elect. The true 144,000, the true elect, the chosen, those who are going to be mentally chosen to receive this high-frequency knowledge that's coming through from the future, from our children in the future. It's no more spookism. It's no more mystery. It's our ascension that's sending in our children in the future who are high-frequency light beings who have realized that they are no longer part of the black race, that they are of the bright race, and they are Mentellians, and they are sending this knowledge to us in this present state, to receive it, to give my people in the present state to guide them into the future. Because only a few of us are going to move into the future. Majority of our people are going to still stay stuck in the past or in the present. We're not interested in that. We're interested in door number 3, which is the future. Because the future is eternal. The future is beyond the human race. It's beyond racism. It's beyond the white man and the black crap. It's beyond that. We're looking at the bigger picture. These things, these technologies came here for us to utilize so we can find our people. That's my only purpose in finding my people. No, I'm not no Facebook messiah and all that other stuff. I'm just here to teach my people. I'm a teller, or tell my people the truth. I am a teller, not a teacher. I am a teller. One who tells my people the truth. Not here to give you lessons because lessons lessen the intelligence of the people, the natural intelligence. I'm a teller. I'm here to tell my people the truth. Give them the truth from the future, not a teacher. I am the intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz. Questions and comments. Go to the SOM.info, read the About Us section. This is for the bright race, the new people that are coming up in this society. Learn, listen. I'm offering my people future thought. Like I said, a lot of our people are hating. They'll say, ain't nothing new under the sun, brother. And how you ain't teaching nothing new. Yeah, you're right. There is nothing new under the sun, but there is knowledge that's coming from beyond it. They said, what's the difference in what you teach, brother? I said, we're teaching on future knowledge. We're not teaching on present and past knowledge. You understand that? We're teaching future knowledge. We're teaching the evolution. We're not teaching in a revolutionary circle. We're moving in an evolutionary line, linear knowledge, future thought, the Mentellian race, the bright race. This is what we're teaching in the state of Mentel. So that trumps your knowledge. Like I said, you were right. There is nothing new under the sun because it wasn't meant to be nothing new under the sun. It was meant to go into a rotation. But the circle has been opened. When that comet Bennett came here in 1970, it opened the circle. Now you're going to have a bunch of solar showers coming here between 2012 and 2014, and it's going to send more light frequency messages in. And those people who are of the elect, the Mentalians, the receivers, they're going to get it. And they're going to have an evolutionary move or a jump. That's why I tell you people, I'm not interested in the money. I'm not interested. Yeah, we utilize money as a tool and whatnot, but it's not about the money. You're going to get the money. You understand? We don't focus on that. We're not focused on the things that you niggas are focused on in this society. The money, the Jordans, the rims on you, whatever you niggas are focused on, drugs, alcohol. We're not focused. The Mentalians not focused on. We focused on that light frequency and receiving these messages into the future. This ain't no spooky space thing. We ain't walking around with a bunch of Egyptian costumes on. That's done and over, man. We moving on. You understand that? We are the future. The Mentalians are the future. The bright race are the future that will come out of the black race. See, you black men, you've been limited in your intelligence as black men, because the first thing they tell you when you come out here is what you can't do as a black man, because the white man won't let you do it. You black women are labeled as black women, so you can't do anything. You can't think of yourself as anything higher, because you thinking, oh, I'm a black woman, I can't do but so much in this society because the white woman got this. Now we're going to remove them titles. You should be thinking of yourself as a Nubian woman, a Nubian brother. I gave that title to our people because a lot of our people are not going to take the Mentalian thing. That's for the special ones, the ones who will lead the Nubians, the light that exists in the darkness. The space is blue. The light is bright. The Mentalians will lead our people in the light through the darkness. The darkness is blue, not black. We are the blue people, the blue blood, the bright race. The ones who move in space, that move in time, that constantly move forward in space. We are receivers. We were always resonating on this planet as receivers. Like I said, I don't give a damn who it sound crazy to. The white man and whatnot. Of course, he going to take, because in his mind, you niggas. So that to him sound about right. That's how he really sees you. You understand that? So I don't praise anything. I don't praise any ancient anything. It's about the future race. I live for the future. I don't praise anything ancient. There's no ancient deities. What you're calling ancient deities, or those ancient deities, they were future people. They just were future people that resonated in the past world, and they set up there and praised them. But these were future beings. When you talk about Amun and Anu and all these people and all those different deities, those were future beings that came to the past. You understand? Those were future beings that came to the past. Not going with the blue color thing. It ain't got nothing to do with color. You understand? Blue is dealing with a state. Not I'm talking about blue people. It's dealing with a state of people. Not blue like they got all that blue Krishna and all that they got from Amun. And what that, it didn't mean that he was actually a blue man. What that meant was that these people were moving in space. You understand? They were the light that was resonating in the darkness. They were pure light moving in darkness as light beings, and the space represented the blue. You understand? Didn't mean that they were blue people. That the East Indians and the white man in them, they started painting their deities blue to copy Amun. Not blue-skinned people. There's no blue-skinned people. They copied that from Amun and whatnot and the ancient Kemites because they would, like I said, that meant that they were moving into the future. Blue represents the future. That's why it's the fastest moving color in the spectrum, because blue resonates as space. And also why, like I said, oracle, receiver, Ray. That's what Amun-Re really meant. Receiver. It was short for receiver. Ray. Just as Dr. York was a Ray, just as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a Ray. They were receivers. And you receive knowledge from the future. What they called it in religion was prophets. People who prophesied about the future. people who brought future knowledge to lead their people into the future. That's how it's supposed to go. You're going to always receive one who is a ray or a receiver to lead people into the future. You're not supposed to have no niggas sitting around here talking about the past. Past is prologue. You got those people, we talk about it, and it passed on, its history we know about, and we keep it moving, man. But the reason why these guys out here talking about the past right now, because you didn't have any receivers, there haven't been any receivers in a while until now. But a lot of our people are not going to move into the future. They don't want to do that because they're locked in to the present. They're locked into the past. We moving into the future. That's it. That's it. I don't want to hear anything else. When I tell people I don't want to hear anything else about the ancient gods and the ancient. There's no such thing as the ancient gods. All those beings that they was worshiping in Egypt were future beings. They came to them. That's why they gave them all that future technology, Tikinu. They gave them all that future new technology. That's why they built on the level they built on, because that was future knowledge they was giving them. Those were future beings. They wasn't ancient beings. They wasn't old. They didn't register as time beings. They were always future beings. Gold conductor, yeah. A lot of the receivers are conductors. Yes, they are. A lot of the receivers are conductors. Our people are supposed to be conductors or light conductors. But y'all ain't going to do that because, like I said, ain't nothing new in the sun. You know, y'all black. Black equals ignorant. You understand? Y'all, y'all are the carbon copy. Like I said, y'all are the carbon copies of white. You can't take that black thing with you into the future. We can't. We can't afford it no more. Because, like I said, the minute you say black, you think white. And the minute you start thinking white, the minute you start thinking reaction, the white man, this, that, and the third, what he did to you, you start becoming the goddamn victim. You mad at the white man now. When it ain't about him, it's supposed to be about you and your evolution. You're supposed to keep it moving. You understand that? I'm not saying if nobody attacks you, don't do what you got to do, but 9 times out of 10, the only person that's going to attack you is some ignorant nigga. You understand? 9 times out of 10. You know? We're down in the last 4 minutes. If there are no questions, I'm going to close out. Join us on Monday when we will be doing our broadcast as usual. I don't know what the topic will be yet, but I got a couple of days to think on it. It's always going to be good. Maybe I'll do the differences on the knowledge and the future knowledge, because like I said, we're going to separate ourselves from everyone for a reason. We have to. This is the premier knowledge. This is the Nation of Islam. They had the premier knowledge. Dr. York had the premier knowledge. We're going to take it in this new millennium as the premier knowledge of Mentellect and the state of Mentel. Got to put our thing on this page. So join us Monday night. I am the intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz. This is State of Mentel Radio. Go to the som.info if you have any questions about, the state of Mentel and whatnot that I didn't answer. And, join us on Monday. Oh, check us out on the 24th, the Supermen, Superwomen, Superwomen Conference. Project will be held at 1368 Fulton Street, Brooklyn, New York. Go to the Facebook. You can see it on the page and whatnot. We're going to be giving more as the time comes nearer. June 24th, Sunday, June 24th, 1368 Fulton Street. Call 347-465-3602 for more intel on that. Again, I am the intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz. Join us again Monday night at 9. Good night.